ahead just yet. Yo, all right, we live. Um, first of all, I want to talk about what happened with this shooting um that happened in Buffalo, New York. Um, I just honestly, I gotta talk about it, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta talk about it, and it's just weighing on my spirit to talk about it because like I usually don't talk about stuff like this. But I said that I'm about to get my YouTube channel started, in June, and here we are about to be in June, and it's about time that I start releasing videos of critical thought and what I'm saying, uh, analytical thought on what's going on in today's society. So, I mean, I just want to say like, if nobody knows what happened, there was a shooting in Buffalo, New York, at a supermarket, everybody, a regular supermarket, it's called Tops. And it's a predominantly black neighborhood, I heard. And apparently, this little white shrimp, little cocktail, you know, crab out of a bucket boy, look, you know what I'm saying? He travels from another state in New York. I mean, another city in New York that's like not too far from there, like maybe like 100 and something miles away, 200 miles away, I saw. And and he what you call it, he travels all the way out there, premeditated. It's premeditated. I heard he had a manifesto, so he wrote out what his plans was. He knew exactly what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? This isn't the first time. And he went there like it was just a normal day, like, oh, I'm just gonna go here. You know what I'm saying? And when you watch the videos from like the newscaster people like CBS, NBC, they said that he showed up. I think he was wearing military gear, like he was maybe like a army reserve or something like that. So people probably didn't think nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I wasn't there. So um, he went there, man, and some guy said he talked to him and he was like, you know, he seemed like an intelligent young boy. You know what I'm saying? And he said that if you would have asked him after after the incident happened, what this boy was like, what he thought of him. I mean, before the incident happened, what he thought of him was that he was intelligent. But after the incident happened, he thought that he would have said. I mean, he would have said that he is a very racist person. I will go as far as to say he's way beyond just racist. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a racist person, not at all, not by any standpoint. But I just call things how I see it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I just felt the need to talk about this because, there's obviously a lot of hate crimes going on around here in the world. Like, I've been seeing a lot of anti Semitic or whatever Jewish people attacks, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I don't believe that any hate crime is right. I don't believe that violence is the answer to all things. It's the answer sometimes, but it's not the answer in most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Especially not violence that is attacking an innocent person. We're talking about violence that maybe is solving maybe some type of self-defense issue or maybe some type of war issue between nations and countries, but violence in general should never really be the first option. So, um, but anyway, so back to what I was saying. Like I said, I felt the need to talk about this, and it's been happening way too frequently, man. Like there's been a lot of mass shootings lately, like shootings that just happening. Like we have the regular everyday crime, like people just shoot a gun, boom boom, on regular neighborhood crime that needs to stop as well because there's too much guns and ghost guns out here. But at the same time, there was just this mass shooting in Washington D.C. where this guy had a premeditated sniper assault on people, innocent people. Then you had a mass shooting in California happen at this nightclub party. Then we had the New York guy Frank James who shot and put like a smoke container that exploded in a train in New York City on like 36th Street Station. We had that happen. And you know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of mass shootings going on. So and just big incidents like that. Like I don't know if it's the atmosphere or if it's the dark energy circulating in the world right now that's making people go crazy. Because you don't just do a mass shooting just like that. Like you don't just decide. I mean, I guess you do. Like people just decide, oh, one day I'm gonna go shoot tens of like more than one person. Like just shoot multiple people, and aim to kill them. You know what I'm saying? So it's really just crazy to me. Like, where did they get this evil character and this evil influence from? I would say they get it from evil spirits. You know what I'm saying? And demons. You know what I'm saying? That's my belief. And I don't know if y'all believe in God, whoever's gonna watch this, but just know that the people doing these things, they're being influenced by either individuals, people in their family, friends, or things that they've read or have taken as their own belief, or they're being influenced by evil spirits called demons. And that's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? So back to what I was saying about this kid, man. Like I said, he came all the way from wherever he came from, 200 miles away from this place in Buffalo, New York. He went to the supermarket in military gear. He had an AR rifle or something like that, extra magazines, and he bought the gun legally. He bought it legally and went to go do crime with it like that. So how can these gun crimes stop when there's so many loopholes? You could buy the gun legally, still go kill as many people as you want because nobody knows how you're going to use it, or you can get it illegally and still use it the same way. So we got to be more vigilant as civilians, as everyday people. We got to be resiliently vigilant because there's people like that who premeditate on killing innocent people for days and weeks and months and planning their attack for no reason at all. Nobody did nothing to them, and yet they planning an attack like this. So back to what I was saying about the kid though, the reason why I really wanted to talk about it too, it's not even just because he's white. That's not even the big issue. But that's a big issue because um the white supremacy thing going on in this country. Like I remember when I live, somewhere close to New York. I remember when I came and lived here like 2 years ago. I moved back to over this side. I used to live in down south where I saw a lot of white supremacy going on, first of all, and racism. But that was like 3 years ago. But I came here 2 years ago, back to like where I live by New York. And what I'm saying, I when I first came back, this was like in 2019. I saw I saw on the news that this dude, just like this kid that came to Buffalo, New York, this other white supremacist came from some other state from way out there. He came to Manhattan, and this is in the middle of the winter time, I believe, right before COVID started, right? And he 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 was some white guy, some little scrawny ass white guy, just like this kid. You know what I'm saying? And he came with a sword, right? He came with a sword, and his whole mission was to come from wherever he came from. I think it was Mississippi or Tennessee or something like that to New York because Manhattan is like this. It's a hot spot for crime. Obviously, we can know that from the Twin Towers and all these other things, and all ISIS and all this crazy stuff, right? So he came there, and he came, and his first victim was a homeless black man. He stabbed and killed him in his sleep. You know what I'm saying? With a sword, a literal sword. And I think he went to jail for it. But this country usually treat white people like they're the golden egg of getting prosecuted by the law. Like Dylan Roof, the dude who shot up a black church, and I think it was in North Carolina or somewhere like that. And I heard that they gave him a hamburger or a cheeseburger or something like that after he did that. Like people who do things like that, in my opinion, should have the death penalty, or they should at least have life in prison without parole, without any bond, without anything like that. You know what I'm saying, with the worst conditions, 24 hours, 23 hours a day, solitary confinement, all of that. No light, no playing, no good food, nothing like that. If you're gonna take somebody's life like that, you deserve to have your life taken, or literally taken because you can't live it in the right way you used to live it no more. You don't experience what life is no more. You know what I'm saying? But this justice system is mad weird. You know what I'm saying? It's really biased and fake, and it's just full of crap, full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my French, but so I say that to say, talking about that guy who came from wherever Mississippi to kill the guy, a black guy. He came specifically to kill black people in Manhattan, and you know what I'm saying? This is the same thing that this boy from wherever he is, from wherever he's from, close to Buffalo, New York. He went from wherever he was from to Buffalo. So he traveled there. Like he drove a car or whatever he did, rode his bike, got dropped off by his boyfriend. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And literally goes there with the legal gun that he bought. Or maybe his parents bought for him. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Because he's 18. I doubt he bought a legal gun at 18. Somebody probably bought that for him and let him have it. Could be his parents, because a lot of white parents teach their kids to, hate black people and hate black children and black people in general. I remember I was living down south. I was at this Chipotle, and the kids was coming out of school. It was like in the afternoon. And they saw me. They was like, "Oh, don't sit next to that black person." And I'm like, y'all like 14 and 15 years old. Who's teaching y'all these things? You know what I'm saying? Who's teaching y'all to hate black people like that? That's not something that kids just know. You don't just I didn't grow up not liking anybody. I don't not like white people or anybody right now. I don't like racist white people. I don't like racist anybody. I don't like anybody that feels like they're better than me because of their skin, because of where they come from. None of that. I don't care about that. You're not better than me just because of where you come from, what you know, what you've been experienced in. You're not better than me at any of that. We can be equals, or you can be better than me by fair competition. But don't think you're better than me because of where you come from or your skin color or any bullshit like that. So, you know, so yeah, like I was saying, this kid that went and killed these innocent people, he probably came with the mindset of I'm gonna kill. No, he didn't probably. He came with the mindset that of I'm going to kill these innocent people today, and I'm targeting black people. Now I have to say, like what what makes a person's mindset like that? Like I told you, it could be an influence from demons or individuals. It could be from his parents, or it could be from stuff he read about, and it just make doesn't make any sense. Yeah, man. What's up? Scott Kennedy. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, it is morning, man. It's my first live stream, man. And this gun violence is insane. Honestly, I don't usually talk about stuff like this, but I mean, like I said, I was gonna make my YouTube channel in June, and I mean, I already had it, but I was gonna get it off the ground. And this is not even the content that I'm gonna be covering, man. It's just like I had to cover this because this guy in the Buffalo, New York shooting, he killed 10 people, man. And it's not even about the number only. It's about the fact that he literally targeted black people. This is not the first time that something like this has happened over the recent years. I know there's other hate crimes for like Jewish people and whatever. Indeed, there's been hate crimes on like Sikh Indians. So in general, there's been a lot of hate crimes going on. But this has been the worst one I've seen thus far. 10 people killed in cold blood, just like that. Just like that. You know what I mean? And like I just don't understand it, man. Like, and I looked at the boy when I saw him in the jury's in the judge's office getting his like, so I guess he saw the judge for the first time since he got arrested or whatever. And he just looked like he looked like he thinks he's innocent. I know he pleaded not guilty. He pleaded not. How you gonna plead not guilty when we all know you killed 10 people? You had a manifesto. You know what I'm saying? You wore your military gear. You bought a legal weapon. I don't know if you got it from your parents. I don't know if you got it from your friends. You know what I'm saying? But you know what you did. And he looked so scrawny. Like he looked like he won't last a second in jail. He looked like he's not gonna last a second in prison. People gonna whoop his ass, man. Once they find out what he did, they're gonna whoop his ass, man. And I hope they do. Unless he repents, change his mind, and say, you know what? Um, the good Lord knows that I'm truly, truly sorry from the bottom of my heart. I don't know what came over me, You know what I'm saying? But whatever came over me was truly evil, and I truly repent, Lord. Even if you don't know the Lord, that's the only way I see him getting out of whatever's coming to him spiritually, by being judged by God, or whatever's coming to him in that prison when he see what real criminals are like. You know what I'm saying? Because he looked like a little scrawny ass boy that plays Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on his computer all day and masturbates all day. So I'm like, what are you doing with an AR-15 shooting 10 people? What are you doing with that? Yeah, like pleaded not guilty after killing 10 people, man. I really don't get that, brother. I don't get that, bro. I don't get it. I normally don't do these type of stuff, like these type of live streams, but I just, after seeing this, I had to talk about it. I mean, it's really not much to say. It's just that, to all the families out there, I'm truly sorry. Y'all might not know me, you probably don't, but I just want to say I'm truly, truly, truly sorry from the bottom of my heart. Whoever lost their loved ones in this, on that day, I believe it was yesterday. And you think it could be scripted, planned ahead? Yeah, of course. I think it definitely is scripted. He said that he wrote a manifesto. Like, that means that he actively was talking about doing it and wrote a plan about doing it. He knew what he was doing. Not only that, he traveled from he traveled from 200 miles away, 200 miles away, to go do that heinous crime. 200 miles. Not, he ain't live around the corner. He came from 200 miles. That means he probably went to Burger King, got some food before he did it, drank some Coca-Cola, and said, you know what? I'm all ready to do this. I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, because I only saw the news report this like yesterday, and I told my mom about it. I'm like, yo, mom, you heard that? Because I live close to New York, so I'm like, these things are happening closer and closer every day. And I'm like, as much as not that we ignore it, but we always think that it could not come closer to us. So I say that to say, you know, we have to become more vigilant. The hate crimes can happen to anybody. This was specifically targeted on black people, but next thing you know, it could be a hate crime targeted on white people. Somebody could go kill 5 white people. You know, there's been people beating innocent Jewish people. There's been people beating innocent Indian people. You know what I'm saying? Just, it's been a lot of crime in general, but this one right here is just crazy because the amount of bloodshed for no reason. Oh, secret society. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He lived just outside of Binghamton. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think it could be a secret society thing. I think that I was talking about the Frank James, that black guy who shot a couple of people in the New York station, at the train station. This happened like a week or two ago, and I feel like that was a secret society plan thing as well. I feel like a lot of these mass shootings are planned, and somebody's putting these children, I mean, these people up to doing these things that they do. You know what I'm saying? Don't let these things affect you, bro. This shit happens every month, ran by elites. I mean, yeah, probably. I don't doubt it, bro. I was just saying that there's demonic entities in this world and outside of this world. If you don't believe in demons, I'm gonna let you know right now that they're real. And on top of that, these elites work with these demons, and they work with these demons, and they have to abide by what they want them to do. You know what I'm saying? So they have to cause bloodshed, innocent bloodshed, to appease these demons. This problem has been going on in America for years, and nothing has been done to stop it. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. Um, I mean, that's true. I mean, because look at this. Like I was just saying, he got a legal gun, and everybody has the right to bear arms, right? And I thought that these mass shootings was only something that like happened, like, or at least people that are that racist are only down south where I used to live at. And I come to find out, you know, it can happen up here too, around New York City and all of that. I live around here. And I'm like, damn, I didn't think somebody could be that racist that live up here. I thought people were different up here. You know what I'm saying? Because I just lived in Georgia not too long ago, and there was a lot of racist energy down there. So I'm like, I can't wait to go back to New York, man, because I'm not used to that. I'm used to white people being nice and being cool. Like you could be like, "What up, my brother?" Like, but you know, obviously, I'm not saying all white people are like that, but um, this type of white person that was in this crime, he was 18 years old. You can't tell me an 18-year old child, or man rather, young man, just comes up with these mindsets on his own. He just thinks of doing something like this by himself. Like, you should be playing video games, chilling with your friends, playing sports, thinking about women, thinking about girls, going out to prom. What the hell are you thinking about getting an AR-15 to kill black people for? Like, is there no father in your house that is teaching you the right thing? Remember when the Travis Scott event happened? Everyone on TikTok was about to be woke and say ritual, but can't put their thumb on it. And look, now we are back to root one. Please elaborate on the secret society term. What exactly do you mean by that? Oh, secret society. Look on the back of your dollar bill, man. Look on the back of your dollar bill, and that's the same people that run this country. People that like is in that Illuminati or like secret society where they feel like they are the illuminated ones that have illumination. You know what I'm saying? And there's a new world agenda going on. There's a lot of different things going on. I feel like there's a lot of crime going on to create hysteria and to create panic, and it's just a lot of things that are being ushered in right now by elites. You know what I'm saying? There's always been crime, but I feel like there's been an uptick in mass crime. You know what I'm saying? It's never been like that. Yeah, it's not a regional problem, nah, because I was just saying there was a mass shooting in California recently at a nightclub. 6 people died. Now there was a mass shooting here in Buffalo, New York. 10 people died. There was also you might not have heard there was a mass shooting in Washington D.C. like literally like 5 weeks ago. Somebody had a sniper in a hotel, kind of like the Las Vegas shooting. You remember in Las Vegas where the guy was in the hotel and he shot down at the concert and killed like how many people? There's been a lot of, like you said, there's been a lot of mass shootings happening over the years, and nothing has been done to stop it. But like what I was saying, this kid Peyton or whatever his name is, he got a legal firearm. You know what I'm saying? And he can get it legally, but even if he was to not get it legally, he could have got it illegally. And so whether he got it legally or illegally, he still could carry out the crime. So getting a gun legally does not stop a person from using that gun illegally. It doesn't stop them. So Buffalo equals 63, racism equals 63, Buffalo Bills equals 117. And guess what? From the shooting to 9/8, it's a span of 117 days to the first game of NFL Bills versus Rams and more. Today was 77 days after Luca's birthday. Have 2 games, 7 games today in Dallas for the first time in the U.S., also United States. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't really understand what that's saying, but um, I know there's a lot of hidden numbers and hidden agendas going on. Um, as a white male, I don't condone what happened today. I'm upset at one person's claim that white people don't care whenever this kind of thing happens. That's not true. It's just as much a human issue. Yeah, I mean, that's what I said. Like, it's not just white people are not the problem. You know what I'm saying? It's the mindset, the detrimental, disgusting mindsets of some people and the way people raise their children in some houses. Because I don't see how my 18-year-old child, which I don't have yet, but if I did have one, there's no way they would have any mindset to go kill white people because of what white people have done to black people in history. They might know, my child would know what white people have done or their ancestors have done, but I'm not going to teach them to hate white people. I'm not as that kid who did that crime that killed 10 people. He said, I understand my charges. He knew what he was gonna get. He knew that he was gonna be guilty and get arrested. And it's like he accepted it before he even did it. And it's like you didn't see no remorse on this kid's face at all. And he looks so fragile. When he goes in there with hardened criminals, I hope they don't break him in half, man. Because that might happen, honestly. This young man has thrown away his life before it has even begun. Oh yeah, that's why I said he should be playing some video games, man. Thinking about women, thinking about prom, thinking about playing some sports, baseball, basketball, something like that. And this kid's mind is on taking out an AR-15 and killing people for fun, like just for joke, and all those innocent people crying. And like I said, my heart goes out to all the families, all the loved ones, all the friends, mothers, fathers, sons, daughters that are family or relatives or friends of these lost souls. Um, and I mean, I'm very sorry, and I just honestly don't understand. Like, but all I can say is my best advice is to know Jesus Christ now, because the days are getting shorter. I mean, if you don't believe in Jesus Christ, um, you know, he's the only one that can really save us from all these things that's happening. Um, and basically, you know what I'm saying? Also, even if you don't know Jesus, you have to definitely stay awake, stay awoke, be vigilant. Don't walk around with your iPod on all the time. Keep one earphone out when you're in public. Stay vigilant when you're shopping. Even when you go into the bathroom, stay vigilant. When you're going outside to go walk your dog, stay vigilant. People are attacking people for no reason these days. As you see, this young man went and killed 10 innocent people for no reason. We're killing ourselves here in America. We don't need an outside foe to do it for us. I mean, that's been happening, man. That's been happening, man. That's been happening, man. Like people been killing each other. All types of races been killing each other. Blacks, Indians, everybody. Many races kill each other, but this type of crime right here is just off the charts, man. Like I had to speak about it, and honestly, I don't report on most of these things, but you know, I'm just curious to see what charges is he. I mean, what is going to be his arraignment? Like, what is going to be his indictment? What is going to be his prosecution? Because I just hope that they try him fairly, as they would try any other race and ethnicity. Because if he gets anything other than life in prison or the death penalty, then this justice system really is a fraud, as I think it is already. It's been very fraudulent to people of color and minorities, as we know. So I'm hoping that they can balance the books of fraudulent justice systems and start showing us that it don't matter what color you are. If you're gonna do a hate crime, if you're gonna kill someone, if you're gonna steal from someone, if you're gonna hurt somebody wrongfully, you're gonna be judged with the full extent of the law, no matter what ethnicity you are. Period. No if and a buts about that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really got too much more to say about this. I just, like I said, man, everybody just needs to stay vigilant. Because look, like those 10 people in the store, I know when I go to New York sometimes and I go in the train station, like, Grand Central Station, Times Square, Penn Station. And I'm like, am I the only one who is aware of what's going on? Like I see people on their phones, their earphones, listening to music like this, texting, like not looking at nothing. And not that it's funny, but there's been people being pushed off the train tracks platform because they're literally looking this way, not watching their backs. And they see it. Like, don't you watch the news or hear anything? Like, don't you know people been getting hit in the head with hammers and pipes and all these things, stabbed, what I'm saying, shot in the train station, and people still don't be vigilant. Like I still see people just blind. Like you don't, like open up your eyes, open up your ears, bro. Do you see what's going on in this world? It ain't the same as it used to be. The world is dark. It still have some light, just like the sun come up in the morning and the darkness goes away, there's still some sunlight. It ain't all dark. But it's a lot of darkness in this world. It's a lot of hatred, it's a lot of death, it's a lot of uh malice and just evil evil attitudes towards people for no apparent reason. And it's like every week I think that there's gonna be not another story like this one that just happened that ends up catching me off guard. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like I'm like, okay, it's not gonna happen again. Then it happens again. My God. Yes, it will happen to him in prison. He won't last long. A respected retired Buffalo police officer was killed in this shooting. My God. Yeah, I heard about that. And a security guard too was, I think a security guard was killed as well. I didn't see the other victims, but I'm sure they're gonna come out with their names and with their um with what happened to them, unfortunately. And like I said, man, to the families, if any families of the victims are watching this, I just want to say to you, I'm sorry again. I'm extremely, extremely sorry. And I just my prayers are with you, and I pray that Jesus keeps you comforted and that y'all could y'all could have some consolement and have peace of heart one day. And it's just a tragedy, man. And the last piece of advice I could really give is just to keep your head up and eyes open, ears open at all times, and keep watch, because the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. You know, he could use whoever he wants to use, whoever lets themselves be open to him and say, "Use me, devil." They're gonna use, they're gonna be used. You know, and it's just a sad thing. God is being taken out of our society now because of all the political correctness. I already know that. I know, man. Trust me, I know. I already know that, man. Like I see it all. I see it all the time. Like it's little by little, God is being taken out of our society. But at the same time, what I see happening is a lot of judgment from God as well. I see a lot of judgment happening on people that are against Him, on politicians that are against Him, and anybody that's against Him. To be honest, like a lot of judgment is happening up on people that do evil willingly. And I mean, as rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? Rightfully so. I hope he gets the death penalty too. I was saying to myself, but because I believe in God, I was saying to myself, I hope that somebody breaks him in half, like this. Like, but I said, you know what? Because I believe in God, and I know I'm not supposed to wish the worst on people, but only if they repent. I'm not supposed to. But what he did, if he does not repent and change his mind and turn from his wicked mindset and what he did and feel remorse for what he did, truly from his soul, I hope that they break him in half in prison or that he gets the death penalty. And I hope that if he's in prison, he don't have no time of light to go out play basketball, don't get no good food, nothing like that. I hope that all that time you used to play video games is gone, hanging out with your friends is gone. I've been in jail before, and you don't get to see the light of day sometimes. You don't get to have fun. You know what I'm saying? So if you were going to solitary confinement, you're gonna be in a dark cell for a lot of hours of the day. And if you have some sunlight, it'll be a little sliver out the crack of the door, and they're gonna feed you through a wooden door or a metal door, and you're gonna have a bathroom in the same cell as you. So good luck with that, bro. Good luck with that. You knew your charges, you know what you did, and to all the families that went through that pain, like I said, I'm so sorry. But all I would say is to whoever is still out there, um, that are survivors of this, 'cause I know some people were injured as well. I pray that you just keep watch and keep vigilant, because the hours are dark, man. The days is dark, and a lot of people are asleep. They're not listening. They're not awoke. They think that everything is still normal. They think that this COVID thing is normal. I mean, COVID, the C word, it could be whatever you want. You think it's normal, you think it's not normal. That's up to you. But I just know that there's been plenty of uh, pandem, whatever you want to call it, before, and it hasn't been like this. So I mean, what can I say, man? I just I just wish the best to your families and to your loved ones. And I mean, I'm trying to think of what else to say about this. Um, I just don't understand. Like, so why didn't somebody react faster to what he was doing? I think you said there was a Buffalo police officer that died in the shooting. I think he did intervene and try to stop him, but he got killed in the process, unfortunately. So we just need better security, man. We need security. We need better security, man, because like the places that have high levels of traffic need to have high levels of security these days, because I noticed that places like supermarkets, train stations, malls, any public gathering needs to have a high level of security, period. Because you got people like this little loser right here, this punk ass boy who is easy to pick up a gun, but let's see if you could use your hands in jail because you're not going to have a gun. So let's see if you're tough like that, which you're not. I know you're not. And we need security to stop people like that from attacking mass gatherings, okay? Because it's just not it's not working not having security and at a high level. One security guard is not enough. One officer is not enough these days. You need at least like 4 police officers per mass location where people gather. Like if it's a school, you need one SWAT team car there nowadays. If it's a school with children, if it's a library, you need at least one FBI car. That's how we need to be these days, man. It can't just be just one local officer with a pistol on his hip. That's not enough. You got criminals like this driving from God knows where with a assault rifle, right? And you telling me that this is normal? He looked like somebody put him up to it. To be honest with you, somebody looked like somebody coerced his mind to say, "This is what we're gonna do. This is what I want you to do." You know, and I just don't. I really don't understand it, man. But I hope that my words help some people get some type of understanding of what's going on and know that this world is in a lot of darkness. And I'm just trying to shine some light on y'all right now and let y'all understand that, um, we need to take better precautions and be more aware at all times, because it's not a joke out here. You got people like this little punk ass boy who do things like this, who don't care about spending life in prison or getting the death penalty, obviously. And then after they die, they have to get the judgment. So he thinks that he can escape. He might kill himself in prison. Then he's only gonna have to face God after that. So I hope you made the right decision, boy, because you're gonna be in for one hell of a ride when you meet the God of judgment. Even if you escape judgment in this life, you're gonna get judged in the afterlife for what you did if you don't repent. You're still gonna get judged even if you do repent, but I mean, your judgment might be a little less severe if you repent and ask for forgiveness. But I doubt you'll do that. But yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna end it on that note, man. And I got more videos coming. This channel is not really even for these type of videos. I'm not a news reporter. I don't do these type of videos like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a creative. You know what I'm saying? I got my own business I'm working on and things like that. But I just had to touch on this, man. And I mean, I'm just a normal person that had to speak on this, man. Like, I had to speak on this, man, because the amount of people who lost their lives for nothing, the amount of people who's hurt for nothing, it's honestly crazy, man. And I just don't believe it, bro. But hopefully, like Scott said, you know what I'm saying, this guy in the live stream, I mean the live chat, that God is being taken out of our society. Well, there's some of us out here that can still put God back into the society by him working through us. You know what I'm saying? They might take him out to schools, but they can't take him out of us. We can be influenced to people who need to know God, you know what I'm saying? And I don't condone what happened at all. I don't condone racism, prejudice. I don't condone hate crimes. Um, I just pray that people understand that these are the times that we need to be more awoke and more aware and not sleeping, going to concerts, thinking it's all about entertainment, thinking it's all about fun and sex. It's not all about that. It's about what's real, like what's really going on in this world. It's more than what you see in the naked eye. There's things that's going on in dimensions that we don't see. You understand? He was wearing too much body armor. Oh yeah, I heard about that too. See, that's the thing. You body armor. Like you got body armor, man. Like, oh my goodness, man. He shouldn't even have. He was wearing body armor. He went on an assault. Oh my goodness, man. You see, this is why I say. I mean, and it looked like he just chose any little random supermarket. I mean, that probably doesn't have that much security. Most supermarkets usually only have one police officer there. So hopefully, this is a lesson that the law enforcement need to step up their efforts in security and protection of the public, because obviously one officer is not enough. Being armed with just a pistol is not enough. A Glock is not enough. I think every officer needs to have maybe a Glock and an assault rifle, and you know they also need to have other ways of attacking an enemy assaulter with that's wearing body armor. Maybe like like whatever you use to maybe shoot their feet. Maybe you can't wear body armor on your feet, so you know, or the legs, And I'm sure if the police officer had help, somebody would have took him down. You know, somebody would have took him down. But I think that it was only him. But he had a good Samaritan act, and he tried his best to subdue the attacker, and he tried his best. He went out like a champion, and that's what we can say. We can honor his life for his champion spirit to protect the innocent. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we can honor him and remember him. You know, and I mean, like I said, law enforcement needs to step it up. Obviously, one officer is not enough, because you have people doing stuff like this. You wearing body armor, impersonating themselves as the Army Reserve uh, officer, or whatever he thought he was. Because I didn't even see the body armor he has on, but I'm sure it was real body armor. I don't know if it was a bulletproof vest or if it was like actual body armor, like leg, arm, leg. I mean, body. I think he was wearing a helmet too. Why didn't anybody see that and notice what like that he was wearing all of that? Like, if you wearing all of that, honestly, so now if you walk in anywhere, if you walk in any locate any param any what you call it, miles or inches of or feet of a supermarket or mass gathering location, and you're wearing army uniform clothing or armor, I think that you should be checked immediately. And because I heard he walked into the store, he probably had a gun on him, I guess. I mean, I'm sure he didn't go back to his car and got the gun. So people saw him with the body armor on. But because people are asleep, they think, oh, he's just probably just another army guy. He's probably nothing. He's probably nobody, right? He's nobody, right? So, and he looks innocent, right? How about next time we check people who look suspicious? People that have body armor on in the middle of the summer, if they don't even have a badge on, even if they have a badge on, they could have stole it from somebody. Let's just make sure that people who look like they can be dangerous, right? Because an army officer, army reserve officer can be dangerous, and they should be checked as well. They should show their badge from the actual army. This kid probably didn't have nothing like that, right? So all I'm saying is we need more vigilance in the way we deal with the public law enforcement, because this is not it's not working the way it is working. There needs to be more forward action and proactive thinking and thought, because what was done was not enough, and at the loss of 10 lives is the result. So that's all I got to say. um you know what I'm saying, and hopefully these words offer some consolement. I know it's not going to offer uh justice, but hopefully for the future it can offer some awareness and um, thought how to carry out daily life in these crazy times and dark times we're living in. So, that being said, Uh, my condolences to the family again, and the loved ones, and the friends, and all the innocent lives that were affected by this tragedy.